Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to break down Mitchell Robinson on the next episode of the series here I created on Knicks Media, where I break down each player on the New York Knicks in their 2021 season. Unfortunately for Mitchell Robinson, he got injured twice, so we did not have a full season of Mitchell Robinson to break down, but he did play 31 games, and he did provide a very, immediate impact from the get-go, and I felt like Mitchell Robinson's potential still through the roof, and it breaks my heart to think that he was not able to be part of this special New York Knicks season, but at least he was be able to play, and now we find out that he is up to 275 pounds. Mitchell Robinson was 240, now he's 275 of pure muscle, so we will see what Mitchell Robinson turns into next year. Hopefully he's on the Knicks, because I really think Mitchell Robinson is a big part of the future if the Knicks give him the opportunity, and obviously if he stays healthy. So before I hop into this video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Knicks Media, do not forget to smash that subscribe button, and if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYKnicks_media, and if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So I honestly feel like New York Knicks fans forget how good Mitchell Robinson really is. And I really am curious to see, well, unfortunately we'll never be able to see because it's a hypothetical, what his season would look like if he was able to play all year. Because it's super unfortunate. The first injury he got where he hurt his hand, he was having a very historic game for him in particular, a career game. He had he was on pace to have a 20-20 game. I'm pretty sure he had 20 and 10 at half or something like that against the Wizards. And then the beginning of the third quarter, he had a crazy fluke hand fracture, and then he gets injured, right? And then he's out for a couple weeks, even a month or so, comes back from that, plays 5 games, plays very good basketball, looks like a beast, did not look like he's missing any steps, and then he injures his foot and out for the season. So Mitchell Robinson's season got cut short, very unfortunate, but what he did bring to the table when he was healthy was being that high flyer, alley-oop catching monster, blocking shots, rebounding, second chance opportunity, putback dunks, freakishly athletically long, and he is so good. I really wish that he was not hurt all season long, because I feel like Knicks fans forget how much potential Mitchell Robinson truly has as a player. But in this video, I want to break down his stats that he did bring to us, and what he did well and what he needs to improve on, and if he is part of the Knicks future. So let's get into his stats from 2021. He played a total of 31 games and averaged 8.3 points per game, 8.1 rebounds per game, 1.5 blocks, 1.1 steals, shot 65.3% from the field and 49% from the free throw line. And if you guys forget, last year, I know it's a shortened season, but Mitchell Robinson technically has the record for the highest field goal percentage in NBA history, breaking Wilt Chamberlain. And yes, I know it was a shortened season last year, so there might be a little asterisk on it, but still, that shows you the true potential of Mitch. And obviously, he's not taking jump shots, he's not shooting mid-range or three-point shots, so obviously the field goal percentage is going to be really high, but that tells you that he shoots them and he hits them. He is efficient in the paint, he hits his shots. Whenever he puts it up with a layup, it goes in. If he puts up a dunk, it goes in. He's very efficient from the floor. 65% from the field is very efficient. Averaging 8 and 8 is very good for Mitch, and it's crazy. If you guys don't know, me and Mitchell Robinson are identical in age. He was born on April 1st, 1998. I was born on April 1st, 1998. So that's just really crazy. I feel like me and Mitch are brothers. We're long-lost brothers. I know that we look alike, but it's just a joke, obviously. He's, huge. Now he's 275. I can't believe how much he's growing. But that's just a little fun fact about Mitchell Robinson. But these stats, I look at them, and they're solid, man. I really wish we can see what his stats would look like throughout a full season. If I had to guess, I really think he could have averaged at least 10 points per game, got up to at least 9 points, and I think he would have easily averaged 2 blocks per game and averaged around a steal. I really feel like that's his potential. I really feel that way, and it really breaks my heart that Mitch was not able to play all year, but it's okay. Let's get into his strengths. What did Mitchell Robinson do so well in when he was on the floor? And the first thing is catching those alley-oops, man. How many highlight reel dunks did he have when we threw up the alley-oops? Because he goes up there with those long arms, and he can high point that ball. Even if it's a bad pass, he reels it in. He's ambidextrous. He can catch it with the left, catch it with the right. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. And I said it over and over again, but I really feel like Knicks fans forget how good Mitch is, because Nerlens Noel stepped in for him and played very good basketball. So did Taj Gibson. So we kind of forgot about Mitch. But Mitch is such a big part to this Knicks team and to this Knicks future, in my opinion. The next thing he did well in is rebounding. Averaging over 8 rebounds per game was great. We missed out on Mitchell Robinson's rebounding late in the season and the playoffs in particular, because Nerlens Noel was not the best rebounder. Taj Gibson was solid. He was crashing those boards, but Mitch was very good when it came to crashing the boards on the defensive rebounds and even the offensive boards, and we definitely missed out. But his strength is rebounding for sure, and that connects to his next strength, which is second chance points. He would always clean up the rim. He would get up there, miss shot, put back dunk, put back tip, get the ball, bring it back down, dish it out to somebody for 3, or put it back up. Like, Mitchell Robinson would get us second chance opportunities more often than not. The best on the team. He was the best on the Knicks in terms of getting us second chance opportunities, and those second chance opportunities are very pivotal for teams, especially in the playoffs. So we definitely missed out on him. The next thing is he's an elite rim protector, averaging 1.5 blocks per game. And I felt like if he played all season, that number would have just went up, because he's ambidextrous, those long arms. He just swats those things with ease. He's very good at blocking shots, as we know, throughout his entire Knicks career. And he's also good at getting it into those passing lanes, knocking the ball loose. Averaging 1.1 steal per game is awesome to see from Mitchell Robinson. So yeah, that's really what he did well in this season. What did he need to improve on if he is on the Knicks in 2022? Definitely his durability. I think that's his biggest weakness, because, hey, the biggest thing when it comes to sports, if you're available, that's your best trait. And unfortunately, he had 2 fluke injuries. I don't think that his durability is an issue, but it is unfortunate. He had a really crazy, weird hand fracture, and then he broke his foot somehow. When you look at the replay of his foot injury, you don't even see him break his foot, but I guess a bone just absolutely got broken, obviously. So the durability was an issue for him. The next thing that's an issue is his free throw shooting. Only shooting 49% from the free throw line is something that you don't want to see. He is a center. He's a big man. We don't expect him to shoot 80%, but he definitely needs to improve that, because late in games, somebody can start fouling him, and he can become a guy like, Ben Simmons, who cannot hit free throws. But Ben Simmons is a point guard, so he should be hitting free throws. Mitch Robinson has that center pass where not a lot of centers can, shoot the free throw that efficiently. But Mitchell Robinson should definitely work on that in the offseason. Another thing is he fumbles the ball at times, something like Nerlens Noel does, in terms of you give him the ball down low and he kind of has, butterfinger. Sometimes he mishandles it, but Mitch is better than Nerlens at it. But he definitely sometimes gets a little loosey-goosey in the paint. He looks a little all over the place. Like he gets the ball, he throws his body around. He looks a little non-fundamental, or I don't know the word I'm trying to look for. He looks like loosey-goosey. He doesn't look that, fluid when it comes to going up with the ball. I want to see him get, more comfortable in the paint. And he is comfortable, but there is some times where he looks a little lackadaisical with the ball, turns it over, and drops it. So that's really the things I want to see Mitchell Robinson improve on. So now let's get into his future with the Knicks. Will he be here? Is he going to be trade bait? I know he's a restricted free agent, and I feel like the Knicks need to re-sign him. If I'm the New York Knicks, he needs to be here next year. He is a guy that has so much potential that I feel like a lot of Knicks fans, I've said over and over again in this video, forget about because of his injury. I feel like he would fit the Tom system so well with his high flying ability, catching those alley-oops, highlight dunks, rebounding, highlight blocks, defense. He does everything, and now that he's big, 275 pounds, man, that was the one thing I always said about Mitch. If he can grow into his body and put on muscle, he can body people. He can, maybe get into a post game. That's another weakness. He doesn't really have any post game in his, repertoire at all. He doesn't back anybody down, but that's okay. He's more of the athletic big man that you can go up and catch the alley-oops and all that great stuff. So if I'm the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson should sign an extension. It would not be that expensive. It would be pretty cheap. It would be affordable. He would be a great piece to develop under Tom Thibodeau for the future. If I'm the Knicks, I am re-signing him. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want Mitchell Robinson here on the Knicks long term? Because I know I do. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you like and comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Let's go Knicks. Peace.